I think for a really long time, young people, especially in politics, have kind of been tossed aside and treated like our voices don't really matter. Now we're coming into an age where millennials and Gen Z are the dominant voting demographic, and politicians don't have a choice but to listen to us anymore. So the more laws they pass that restrict our freedoms or are outright oppressive to marginalized groups, especially young people, I think more young people are going to get involved in politics, not just on a federal level, but a local level as well.
A Houston teen and pro-choice advocate is in the national spotlight after she stood up to a Republican congressman from Florida who body-shamed her on Twitter.
She is turning a crude and sexist attack into successful fundraising. On Sunday, Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz used Olivia's picture in this tweet after saying in an article in part, quote, "Nobody wants to impregnate you if you look like a thumb."
But a Republican congressman named Matt Gaetz decided to body shame me, a 19-year-old girl, on social media, expecting that I would just sit there and let him treat me like that. What he learned very quickly is that we will not tolerate this oppression or this bigotry anymore. Then, obviously, the fund is what has got, mega viral. We're 2.262 million. I got involved with politics for the first time my junior year of high school. I just felt this overwhelming sense of there has to be something I can do to make a difference. There has to be something that as a 17-year-old I can do to try to fight for what I believe in, even from the confines of my home. So I started doing that. I started making TikToks and posting online about what I believe to be right, and it seems that it resonated with a lot of young people across the country. There are a lot of people right now who are going to tell you that voting will not protect reproductive justice or reproductive rights, and I'm going to tell you that that's not true. I'm not just a young person who doesn't know anything about politics or who's just a Democrat. I'm a political strategist for one of the largest youth-led nonprofits in the country. And what I do is help Democrats get elected and fight for causes that I believe in. So I think this kind of narrative that teenagers and young people don't care is just outright wrong, because we are organizing. We're marching in the streets, we're rallying at state capitals, and we're fundraising for the causes that we care about. And so now in Texas, I think that I am really young, but I know that there are people younger than me who are just as involved as I am.
It's all up to the younger generation. We've seen all throughout history that it's been the younger generations to pave the path forward. If you backtrack all the way back to some of the disciples that Jesus appointed, they were the exact same age as us. Fast forward to our founding fathers, they were the exact same age as us. And it's up to us right here, right now, to pave the path forward for future Texas, for future Americans, and put us back on track for a brighter America, a brighter Texas. So when Trump ran for office, I was in high school. He really lit a fire inside of me, and I knew that I wanted to get involved. I wanted to find some way to help. And got involved in my local GOP. I realized I was the only person with color in my hair and not drawing Social Security. Shortly after that, decided to run for city council in my town and ended up getting elected, and the rest is history. I live in Alvin in Brazoria County, and so we're smack dab in the middle of Galveston, the beaches of Galveston, and downtown Houston. Been there for almost 6 years now. Just got reelected in May. Sometimes it's extremely exciting, and sometimes it's absolutely daunting. I'm 20. Probably got a lot more years left in me. You know, who the heck knows what's going to be next. But it's extremely exciting going to conventions like this and seeing other young people involved. Younger people are getting involved now more than ever. The most active council member. I think there's no better time than now to get involved. It's a big election. Our governor's on the ballot. We have a lot of state legislators on the ballot. We have a lot of congressional members on the ballot. We have to get involved and don't just idly sit by. Being on social media, posting on social media is important, but let's go out, make phone calls, knock doors, and win and save Texas.